everybody, it's Mia with TMBH. Today is April 2nd and we are going to talk about alcohol. Let's see. So, alcohol. It is a very interesting drug because alcohol is a drug. Like, that's just like a fact, and like it doesn't matter, like that's not something that's up for debate. And I do feel like a lot of people feel like it is. It's like, oh, well, like it just depends. Alcohol is not really a drug. I don't think it's a drug. No, that's not like something that like just be like, I don't know if you've ever seen like there's this commercial on CNN and there's like an apple and then it's like, this is an apple, and if somebody tells you it's a banana, it's still an apple. And it's like, that's the same thing with alcohol. It doesn't matter whatever somebody feels. Like, I feel alcohol is not a drug. No, like it's a fact, alcohol is a drug. And it's a really like weird situation because in America we have a lot of people who have alcohol issues. Issues with being able to control how much or how often or like they consume alcohol, and then they tend to have a lot of negative consequences from drinking either too much or too often. And those consequences can range from physical effects, from mental health effects, to just social effects about people like probably not really wanting to hang out with you as much. Yeah, so there's a lot of different negative effects come with alcohol. But the thing that's really hard about it is it's not like heroin or cocaine or even weed, like literally any other substance that's supposed to be doing that. Because I feel like everybody maybe feels like, I hear this sentiment come around to like, we all sin, like we all have our different problems. Like there are certain problems though that like we all agree that like you need to work on. If that's your problem, you should work on your problems. Like for some people, like, you know, I mean, there's just, I think alcohol is probably like, alcohol and drugs are maybe the best example of like a problem that people have, that like people generally don't feel some type of way about saying like, dude, this is obviously a problem. Whereas when it's drinking, I think people feel more like they can, or feel like they have more like a hard time telling somebody that their drinking is problematic. And that's because I think when you look at our culture, and we've talked about this before, drinking is a really big part of it. You know, we drink during everything. If there's a big football game, it's drinking. If there's a wedding, everybody's like, it's like, you know, the open bar at the wedding, and then you're drinking. And you got a new job, you celebrate by drinking. It's New Year's, you celebrate by drinking. Like, everything involves drinking. I mean, even Christmas, like, and Christmas is like this religious holiday. Like, it's supposed to, but then, like, I mean, I guess eggnog isn't big for everybody, but like, still, like, there's even an official drink for Christmas. Like, some way, somehow, alcohol kind of always finds a way into our culture, into our celebrations, or even like when we're dealing with things that maybe aren't celebrations but are kind of like sad. So like, for example, if it's like a funeral or something, even there are a lot of like traditions that relate to alcohol for funerals. Like, I mean, like just like, or like just passing in general, like drinking is just so normalized. And what I think is particularly concerning is like, it's not just drinking that's normalized, it's problematic drinking that like I feel like is very normalized. Like we have shows like, and I mean, I like this show. I personally find it funny. It's called Drunk History, right? And so it's like it's on Comedy Central, I think. And it's like they literally have like a guy sitting in front of a camera, like I'm sitting in front of the camera, and they like feed this person alcohol until they get drunk, and they like tell like stories, like history stories, but like while drunk. But this is literally our culture. Like we literally have shows filming people getting drunk and then trying to be coherent, and they can't. Like, I just feel like if we did that and instead like we replaced the substance with say heroin, people would flip out. They'd be like, no, we are not going to have a TV show where we get somebody increasingly high and then like watch them try to act coherent and then watch them fail miserably. Like, we'd say that that's bad, but like America really normalizes like problematic drinking. And it's not just that show. Like, I mean, you can watch pretty much any show and you'll see like we find people being drunk funny. We find alcoholism and like people being, I think, sloppy or annoying. As much as it's like we like to get annoyed or bothered or turned off by those people, like if a person like came to us acting really drunk and whatever, like I think like we might be really annoyed by it, but at the same time, like I do feel like people kind of like to watch other people be a mess and then like not have it be them. Like they get to judge without really judging or feeling bad for it, I guess. But yeah, so I mean that was the video that I have for alcohol. If you guys want, and I really suggest that you do, check out our morning video, and we're gonna link you guys to that. And you can see a video that's kind of more about like alcohol and the symptoms of alcoholism and like the effects of alcoholism. It gets more into like that aspect of it. So you should check that out. We're going to link you guys to that. So have a great day, guys.